For years, audiences saw the glamour, the red carpets, the iconic films, the larger-than-life personas. But behind the polished image of Hollywood, there are stories that rarely get told. Stories of pressure, quiet disagreements, and unspoken truths. Now, at 63, Demi Moore is reflecting on her journey, and what she reveals about filmmaker Rob Reiner offers a deeper glimpse into the reality behind the industry's golden image. Long before fame found her, Demi Moore's life was defined by instability. Born in 1962, she grew up moving from place to place, facing challenges that shaped her resilience from an early age. Acting wasn't just a dream, it was a way out. As a teenager, she stepped into modeling and television, slowly building a path in an industry known for its unpredictability. The early years weren't easy. Small roles, constant rejection, and the pressure to fit into Hollywood's expectations tested her determination. But Moore stayed persistent, driven by something deeper than fame, a need to prove herself. That persistence paid off. In 1990, her role in Ghost changed everything. The film became a global phenomenon, and Moore's performance captured the hearts of millions. Almost overnight, she became one of the most recognized faces in Hollywood. Films like A Few Good Men followed, cementing her place among the industry's elite. But success came with a cost. Behind the scenes, the reality of Hollywood was far more complicated. According to those familiar with the industry during that era, the rise of powerful actors like Moore often clashed with traditional studio expectations. Creative control, public image, and personal identity were constantly being negotiated. At the same time, Rob Reiner was building his own reputation as a director known for emotional storytelling and character-driven films. His work, including When Harry Met Sally, showcased a different approach to filmmaking, one rooted in authenticity and human connection. And somewhere within this evolving industry landscape, their paths intersected, not necessarily through a single defining project, but through shared experiences in a changing Hollywood. According to various industry reflections, there were moments when differing creative philosophies became evident. Actors seeking more influence over their roles, directors striving to maintain narrative integrity, and studios balancing commercial demands. It was a complex environment where tensions didn't always surface publicly, but were often felt behind closed doors. Those who worked around that era remember the subtle shifts. There were conversations about control, about storytelling, about who truly shaped the final product audiences would see. While no dramatic conflict defined Moore and Reiner's connection, many believe their experiences reflect a broader truth about Hollywood at the time. One key moment often discussed is the growing scrutiny Moore faced as her fame reached its peak. Media attention intensified, and every decision, on screen and off, became part of a larger narrative. It was a level of pressure that few could fully understand. Another turning point came as Moore began re-evaluating her career. Instead of simply accepting roles, she became more selective, more intentional. According to some insiders, this shift marked a transition from being part of the system to quietly challenging it. And then there was the internal journey. In later interviews, Moore has spoken about the emotional toll of maintaining an image that didn't always align with her true self. Fame brought success, but also expectations that were difficult to sustain. Through it all, she began to understand something deeper. That the real challenge wasn't just navigating Hollywood, it was understanding her place within it. Over time, her perspective evolved. The industry that once defined her began to feel different. Less about validation and more about purpose. Meanwhile, figures like Reiner continued to shape Hollywood in their own way, contributing to a body of work that emphasized storytelling over spectacle. In many ways, their careers became parallel reflections of the same truth, different paths, but similar challenges. And perhaps that's what Moore's reflections reveal most clearly. Not a single hidden secret, but a realization that behind every film, every performance, every success story, there are layers of experience that audiences never see. Today, Demi Moore's legacy extends far beyond her films. She represents a generation of actors who navigated an industry in transition, where voices began to shift and new perspectives slowly emerged. Her reflections remind us that Hollywood isn't just about what happens on screen. It's about the people behind it, the choices they make, the struggles they face, and the truths they carry long after the cameras stop rolling. Because sometimes, the most powerful stories aren't the ones filled with drama. They're the ones filled with understanding. If you found this story insightful, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more cinematic documentaries uncovering the untold stories behind Hollywood legends.